Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to the WBM Podcast. This is one of your hosts. It's your boy, Merk.
Yo, welcome back, everybody. It's your boy, X-Fed.
And it's your boy, Oski in the mix.
To the Merc.
Unnecessary.
Do we have one of an unnecessarily safety net? Do we have for you today?
We have. What do we have, guys?
We're speaking Thunderbolts.
We're talking new Avengers.
That's right.
Yes, new Avengers.
Comfort blankets and all that good stuff. You know
We're
what I'm saying,
talking
guys?
the B-Team squad at a... no, we're talking about like...
We're talking the C-Team
the
squad.
C-Team squad at a restaurant on a Monday when it's empty.
Was it hyped or was it wildly mediocre? Guys,
It was highly mediocre.
We got takes.
tune
We got
in
takes.
to find out on this one. Am I
And as
right?
always, we're going to do a quick update on the special announcement that we have.
That's right.
Comicpalooza, that's right, guys. Last episode.
You guys ready?
Ready.
Let's
Ready.
go!
Woo, we're back for another week. This is your boys, your favorite boys in town.
The boys are back in town.
Y'all want to just get the announcement out the
Yes,
way?
man.
Oh, we already announced it. I'm sorry. If you watched last week's episode, you saw our special announcement. We're going to be at Comicpalooza 2024.
That's right.
June 2022 through the 22nd.
Audience is so loud. The George R. Brown Convention Center. Yes, George R. Brown Convention Center, ladies and gentlemen. This summer.
Where's this thing so far?
This summer.
Summer.
Suki over here playing with buttons, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's exciting. We're excited to come back. There's a huge lineup of guests that we have coming.
Every week they send out a newsletter with announcements, and we'd like to do a little check-in on
That's right,
Comicpalooza
guys.
every week. Of course, since we just announced when, we haven't had a chance to go over everything, but we're going to give you the Comicpalooza roundup.
All week. All week.
All week. Well, you thought that was funny, right?
I got a good laugh at
I
it.
love it.
All right. So
As the cricket said.
You know, the first guests that were announced way back when, they kicked off with one of the first guests was maker extraordinaire, science communicator, and industry legend Adam Savage.
Oh.
Adam Savage. Hey, he does. He's got good work. What is some of his stuff that he does, man?
Yeah,
I
man.
think he worked in Star Wars.
Oh, dope. Really?
Like, he makes stuff.
Like the props and
He's the
stuff?
guy from that show about the Mythbusters.
No way. Really?
That's him.
Is he?
Yeah, I'm fairly sure that's him. And him and his brother used to do like stunts and shit. Like, yo, is this true? And I think one like they did was a blowing from the cops. You know, when the breathalyzer, the machine,
the mints and stuff?
They beat it, but they didn't show you. They just know they can't do it. It's possible.
Really?
Oh, he was in Mythbusters.
Yeah, the goat. You know?
Good.
Yeah.
See? And he did work in Star Wars Episode 1, so he made stuff for Star Wars.
Oh,
Episode
that's
1.
pretty dope. Okay.
Yeah.
But Mythbusters, though, bro, that's
Yeah,
pretty
that's what I'm saying,
impressive in my
yeah.
opinion. Like that was a big show for us back in the day.
Damn, I'm surprised you know. You were a Mythbusters fan, huh?
I liked it. It was some cool stuff. Yeah.
All right. Among some of the other stars was New York Times best-selling author of A Head Full of Ghosts and The Cabin at the End of the World. and The Cabin at the End of the World, along with Dune and Long Life star Alicia Witt. The original Dune. She was in the original Dune.
Okay.
Don't get it confused. Don't get it confused with the new. The original Dune's still pretty cool.
Damn.
My
The
name
old
is
one was
Paul
cool.
Duke Atreides.
Duke of Arrakis.
Oh
Another guest coming up is Patton Oswalt.
The comedian. He voiced Ratatouille.
He voiced Ratatouille. Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Dope. Look at this.
He's a good comedian. Yeah.
He's in a bunch of stuff. He was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
His wife wrote this extraordinary novel about a serial killer in California. I think it was called The Golden State Killer. And she did this novel based on him, and she documented everything. And then a few months later, unfortunately, she passed away, I believe, of cancer. And then a few months later, they captured the guy.
Really?
Yeah, man. They captured the
Crazy
guy.
story. He seems like such a cool guy, like cool nerd. He was in Parks and Rec, and he was doing an episode where he does like a filibuster, and he goes into like what the next Star Wars movie could be, and he basically describes the beginning of the Boba Fett series. Sand, you see a hand come up. And like way before, the Boba Fett show come out. I remember that from Parks and Rec.
That's dude. They probably were like, bro, we're gonna do it. They probably inspired it.
Somebody was faded as fuck when
Sad
they watched that.
Tatooine.
A hand shoots up.
And another author that's coming up, writer, Sunday Times bestselling author of the Drowning Empire trilogy and The Gods Below, Andrea Stewart.
Oh yes, I've read it. Moving on. Don't get me so lying to you.
We got some good ones for you this week. In case you missed it, Sosie Bacon, who's best known for her leading role in the horror sensation Smile.
I haven't watched Smile.
There's,
But people who like
there's
it
a few stars for horror fans.
Yeah, there's a few horror fans out
for
there.
anime fans. They have Sean Chamel.
Sean Shemal, Goku himself.
Ooh.
And I think
Who also played Goku's Black, who also plays Ukori, who also plays a different Goku. Less.
A sad Goku.
He's played he's played many roles. But speaking of last week, actors that could play multiple characters in the same universe.
Yes. Sean Schemmel.
Michael B. Jordan and Sean Schemmel.
Yes.
And we also have superstars Lisa Marie Barron, a.k.a. Victoria, and Tori Wilson from the WWE Hall of Fame. And with Charles Wright, also known as the Godfather.
Yes. So they got some good WWF,
some big names coming
WWE superstars.
Holla, I love you.
After that, they announced the big one, which was Hayden Christensen.
The king himself.
Never heard of
him. Who? The man, the myth, the legend.
We're really excited about that. Well, we talked about a lot about it last week. Comic book fans, they have some comic book creators. Founding partner of Image Comics and Top Cow, Mark Silvestri. And Joe Esma, creator of Morning Glories.
And much more, guys. So make sure you tune in. Where at?
Oh, we got a couple more. We do have a couple more. I'm sorry. We're doing the full rundown.
He said we're doing the full rundown. Okay. Damn it. We're doing the whole thing.
We're doing the whole thing.
You don't leave it the credits.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, has anybody heard of a series called Resident Alien?
Oh, I haven't, but I know that there are 5 stars that are coming from that show.
Yes, Alan Tudyk.
Okay.
I think he plays the alien.
Not one, but 2.
But Alan Tudyk is cool because he voices like a bunch of characters. Like he voiced a droid in Star Wars in Rogue One. You know, the droid.
Beep, beep.
No, it's
the Empire droid.
The badass one, the silver one, right?
The black one.
Yeah, the black. Yeah.
Oh, he played the pirate in Dodgeball.
He plays Dodgeball, and he in the DC universe he voices like Clayface.
He's like Pirate Pete or something like that. Yeah. You're not a real pirate.
Alice Butterland, Sarah Tomko, and Corey Reynolds, also all from Resident Alien. We got some cosplay guests and more guests like comic book guests Christopher Roadshow and Carl Horn, plus more announcements you need to see. James Cheek, Cute Silverstone, Spike Spencer.
Hiding your face.
They could be heard in Evangelion, Pokemon, Bleach, Bungo Stray Dogs. Just more anime voice acting. And then adding to the Star Wars lineup, they also have Tamara Morrison that we already talked about, plays Jango Fett and Boba Fett. And I'm sure there are going to be more announcements coming up. So
and much more.
Yeah, much more. So stay tuned in the following weeks for more.
I'm going to show you how you do that. And so much more, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in for the following weeks, and we're going to have so much more for you guys, all right?
There you go. Then jump in, bro.
No. I just wanted to see how y'all were going to fall flat now.
And where at?
Such an asshole.
At the George R. Brown Convention Center.
When?
June
20th to the 22nd.
That's right.
All right, guys. So make sure you get your tickets. Be there early. Get your VIP access. Bring cash. There's going to be a lot of things for you to be buying, especially in this recession. Speaking of recession.
Yeah, let's segue into
talking about Avengers in the budget.
Damn.
Something in the way. No.
That was that Avengers on a budget, on a diet keto budget is exactly what we got.
Facts, man.
Yeah.
Budget Avengers, sure.
Budget Avengers. It wasn't bad, but it was like more like this could have been like an 8-part episode series on Disney Plus.
You know what?
Bro.
I thought so. It's like if this was on Disney Plus, they could have been a couple episodes, maybe expanded on the story a little more, and maybe I would have been more invested. I was like, man, watching it at the movies, I was like, I could have waited till this got to Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So we're giving.
Now it's not bad.
Yeah, we're giving our honest opinion right out of the gate. So
yeah, we came out swinging at
it was wildly mediocre.
No, I don't think it was mediocre. I think it was like I could have waited for Disney Plus, but it's not bad. It's not bad.
I just wouldn't. For me, I'm like, if I'm waiting for it on Netflix, bro, then it wasn't good. You know, it wasn't great. Like,
okay, that's a good measure.
Like, okay,
I see
if
where
I
you
could
come
have waited
from.
for it on Netflix or
you know
whatever.
Yeah.
That's my argument. Like, you had to be there to watch Infinity War in theaters, Endgame in theaters, Spider-Man in theaters. Like, those are moments you're like, yeah, everybody's losing their mind. But
So have we been spoiled? Because it's been so good. That like the standards are so fucking high.
I think. Well, people were saying that this is kind of hopeful because it's kind of like Marvel getting back to form. Mm-hmm. Because it does set up like a new hey, we're kind of getting back to like character focus and good stories.
Yeah, that was their thing. They tried to say, this is quality over quantity.
Yeah, this is us getting back to proper form. So that's where I'm at. Like, well, it wasn't that bad of a movie. It is an improvement on what they've been releasing.
Yeah, it's not terrible. But I mean, like, when I saw things like Black Widow was like, I want to say right underneath this as far as the movie goes. And I'm like, I think this is much better than Black Widow.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I'm sorry. Like, how about this? I enjoyed this version of Black Widow more than I did Scarlett Johansson so far.
Really?
Well, Yelena, Florence Pugh's character.
No, man, like, Scarlett's just hotter.
No, but she's just a likable character on screen.
Yeah. But again, I'm like, but why did they rob Scarlett Johansson then, bro? Why didn't she get a chance to, like, and you know what? She did have moments on screen where she got to grow, but nobody cared. Nobody cared.
We all missed her from Iron Man 2, you know? We all missed her from there. Like, damn.
That version of her was banger, bro.
Yeah, that was the best one ever. Yeah.
And then they were like, yeah, let's not make her too sexy, though.
Ah, man. See, that's the shit. And then, Florence Pugh. And that's the thing is, like, maybe because of spoilers, because, like, you see someone like, damn, Scarlett is so fine and beautiful. And Florence Pugh is like, yeah, she's hot. She's hot, too, I guess.
No, because at the same time, she's got that je ne sais quoi,
It's the face, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Something that it is in the face.
Yeah, it's what I'm saying. I'm so spoiled. Like, it's like I just ate like a delicious Sunday fudge with strawberry, bananas, and all the candy, and then like this is an apple. The apple's great. It's healthy for you. It's delicious. But I just ate a banana fudge strawberry with all the knickknacks on it.
Yeah, but look, but now the banana fudge they were like, nah, I don't want to do it no more. It's too expensive.
Because it's a lot of stuff. The banana fudge, the chocolate. I get it. I get it.
Interesting
or
enough,
you can just pick this apple up off the tree.
Apple and tahini, and I'm like, I actually do like apple and tahini. But I just finished.
She's the next Black Widow. They never call her Black Widow. Like she never actually takes the mantle. Not like Sam Wilson taking on
the shield,
the Captain America. Mm-hmm. No, Yelena doesn't actually say, "Oh, I'm the next Black Widow," or her code name is Black Widow. No.
Does Yelena? Is there a Yelena in the Marvel comics?
Yes.
Is she Black Widow? Or she like her own superpower name?
I think she does take over the name. Well, it's because Black Widow is like an organization.
Yeah, Black Widow, it's the Red Room organization or whatever. Hey, what did you like about the movie in the beginning? Damn, that's a hard one. It's not bad, though. I mean, I'm not going to say it's terrible. But wait. Shit, hang on. Let me think.
What's her name? Super hot to this day.
You asked Tico. You answered for him.
Yeah, I was giving a shout out to Homegirl from Seinfeld, who plays the villain.
Madam Hydra, or I don't know what her name is in the movie.
You look beautiful as the day I saw you from the 90s.
Homegirl from Seinfeld, yeah.
Still hot.
She's the one that's like pulling all the strings in the back.
I bring her because she was at the beginning of the movie. That's why, cause that's how the movie starts. She was like, yeah, what you need,
Again, and that still connects to Captain Winter Soldier, bro. Like Falcon Winter Soldier, I mean.
Yeah, she's been like kind of like working since
in the background since then. Yeah. So
she's kind of been introduced and kind of like.
But again, so much of this.
Eventually, she's gonna become like a big character. I don't know if she's become that big character yet, but
you had to watch
You
had to watch a lot of TV series and movies in order to keep up with this one, bro. Like,
oh yeah, I mean, you had to watch the Black Widow movie to know Yelena's backstory. It would have helped to also watch Hawkeye to know her struggle, and then when Falcon and the Winter Soldier or Captain America and the Winter Soldier,
right?
And then
Captain America, Ant-Man and the Wasp 2.
Mm-hmm. Those are the ghosts from.
Oh, for ghosts, because where those ghosts even come from?
Random.
Ant-Man 2.
Yeah, it's Ant-Man 2. She's a big bad from Ant-Man 2. And then that's when you get Black Widow just for Taskmaster for the 5 minutes
Which
that she's in there.
I'm so sad they took her
Bro,
out.
I feel bad when she has to go to press release tours. And like they're like, so what did you think about working in the film? Oh, it was so amazing.
It was quick.
It was great.
Flew by for me.
I mean, the cast is so wonderful.
The Sid looks so much better this time around,
Oh man, they made her so much more comic book accurate, and I liked it. I was excited for her character, bro.
Me too.
Even the fact that she had like the mask opened up. I'm not here for you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I fucks with it. Pop.
That's it.
At the same time, everybody was like, "Oh, they fucked up that character so bad."
I think that's the one backlash that they got by a lot of people. It's like, wow, what a way to throw away a comic book accurate
great character.
Yeah, like they finally got him right.
But they fucked it up in the first movie that she was in. I mean, it's not so much that it was gender swapped. It was just the fact that they fucked up the character.
That doesn't even bother me, the gender swap, as long as it's the character. Because at the end of the day, like I imagine, like I'll paint it for you right now, Marvel. There was awesome action scenes where they fight multiple henchmen with guns. Like you could have had like a mimic scene where like Captain America is fighting the henchmen, and exact same movement set is Taskmaster doing the exact same dance and taking also henchmen. And like and then she like everybody has a fight. But you see, like Testament just copy everybody's fight, like within that scene. Like I'm just painting it what it would have looked like if they kept her. Like, was that pop was just unnecessary, to be honest.
I saw on socials that there was a version of the script. Who knows how true it is?
I think I'm just talking
where
about.
she stay alive and she has memory problems because of Black Widow. Since she has memory problems throughout the movie, she keeps trying to kill John Walker because that was her assignment. Yeah. So they keep like reminding her. It's like, no, we're working together.
Yeah,
now.
and like the midst of it, they're like, it can be like a big ass gunfight going on out of nowhere that she's just gonna be like, looks over at this motherfucker and just starts going for him again. He's like, fuck, not again.
I thought it would have been good for you.
That would have been hilarious.
Another thing, one thing that I did like about the movie early on and throughout was the humor. I mean, it was funny.
Yeah. Okay, the humor wasn't cheesy.
Okay.
Yes, I agree with you. I don't remember like cringe like Thor. Y'all pointed out Thor. There were some Thor movies that were like, oh, kind of cringy, comic-y.
Yeah.
No, the humor worked.
Not this one. I don't remember me really like cringy.
It worked. The
sneeze scene in the hallway. That was hilarious.
The banter between the characters. Everybody like giving John Walker shit. Like Yelena and Ghost giving John Walker shit.
Oh, in the back of that car? Yeah, bro. That was hilarious.
Do you like the cool? Do you think it's cool?
You think it's cool? I mean, yeah, I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, if you think it's cool, it's cool.
That's hilarious.
I guess. Because I was like, damn, that was relatable as fuck.
That's fun. I don't either pick up like that's fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
just tell them you don't like the hat. Damn.
There was a lot of guys in there that fucking that smacked their lips, bro, when they saw that shit.
They were talking about the gun. It's like, yeah, that's such a big gun.
I mean, and it's kind of big. I mean, it's not big, but you know. Bro, I'm telling you, it's relatable as shit. Yeah. Like, that was funny. That was really, really funny. What I liked is that they gave you Bob within the first 20 minutes of the film. 20, 30 minutes of the film, you get Bob when they get there.
Yeah. The Sentry.
I think that plot twist was kind of like, you knew. It's like, oh, well, that's Bob. That's the Sentry.
Yeah, I think there were a lot of people who were just completely oblivious. Like, your folks go in there and they're like, who the hell is this guy?
Well, I guess that's true.
So in that aspect.
because we go in there as comic book, with some comic book knowledge.
Absolutely. But if you have no idea, like, I've had people be like, here's an example. When Bucky and Captain the Winter Soldier, when he took off his mask and it was Bucky, I legit heard people go in theaters. I was like, yo, this isn't like a giveaway, bro. It was in the trailer. Yeah, same thing I thought. And I was like, gasp in theaters right now. And I was like, well, I guess to some people who don't know, you give them the credit, or the benefit of the doubt. But it makes me laugh. But but like I said, I like Bob's introduction. Bob was one of my favorite. Him and Alexei were my favorite characters in the entire film, bro.
Oh yeah, the Red Guardian.
Yeah, because like in the movie they're bringing like the Sentry's part of the Sentry Project because it steals from the Captain America project.
Yeah, the Secret Soldier.
And like when I read that, I was like, is it? And then yes, in the Marvel comics, it is. And it just Marvel goes beyond where like an entity from beyond time and space coincidentally fucking merged with them. And the cells help them retain that godlike feature that is the Sentry. But they cut a lot of that, because Marvel does it for the sake of the audience. But that makes sense. Like how much in the Marvel comics and MCU they revolve around the Captain America serum.
Yeah.
Like so many villains or heroes that they mentioned, like the Captain America serum.
Yeah, everybody wanted that.
In the MCU, like every other villain is like, oh, well, this is just another version of
it was a spin off something that went wrong. I mean, fucking Hulk,
Red
dog.
Hulk, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it makes sense. Like even in the Marvel comics, they'll say, no, it was the Captain America serum.
Yeah.
Can't say that 5 times fast.
Captain America serum, Captain America serum. Oh, sorry.
That's what I'm saying, right?
I'm not gonna if you were waiting for it.
I was. Revolves around it a lot, man. And I loved it. I actually do love it. So, I take that back in regards to them using like, whoa, how did the Sentry come about? Just like the comics, the Captain America serum.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's just another try at the Super Soldier.
Yeah, but I like this concept of like a recovering addict with some deep, dark mental issues.
Which is the theme of the movie, right? Loneliness, trauma.
And they do explain it because he was never meant to be the Sentry.
Right.
They were just prototypes. They were supposed to be throwaway experiments.
He just happened to survive.
He just happened to survive, and she was like, "Okay, let's work
cool.
Let's
this
work
will work.
with what I got."
Yeah, I got something.
But yeah, the theme of mental health and
trauma.
They touched some dark topics in this film. I will say that they did a good job of doing it.
It also worked.
What's her name? What's her name?
Yelena.
Yelena's story herself is something very traumatic about what the Scarlet Widow project was in Russia. Like they had them hunt down their own friends at a childlike age, which is crazy. Like when that that remembering sequence of her turning in her friend to the woods and then get shot.
Yeah.
Apparently it was the other way around too. If she didn't done it, she was next You know, it's what it is.
She'd have got called in the woods. Yeah.
I think it was training to. Are you like? I don't know if it's some fucked up kind of training about betrayal, but definitely it's like it teaches you how to like. I guess they're taught not to get attached.
Yeah, these aren't your friends. This is your target.
No,
you get the target out here. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's all training based whenever it came to that shit. And that's what she said. I'm sorry. You know, like it's ain't personal. It's just business. You know.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think the mental health aspect of the movie, even towards the end, even it's such a big
her
part
dealing
of the
with
climax.
alcoholism, bro. Her alcoholism. Remember, she was fucking passed out on the floor. Bob was seen with his parents' abuse downstairs. What else? John Walker's losing his family. His dealing with his crippling self-image, and his ego was deflating. He lost his fucking kids. I'm trying to figure out, was there anybody else who was getting trauma? Oh, and the homegirl who the main chick, Madam Hydra, who witnessed her own father's murder, but she was a cold-blooded motherfucker because as soon as she saw that, she was like, all right, I'm going to be right back. But she was the only one who,
I
like,
just got to take a quick break.
Yeah, she was the only one who wasn't shook.
I just thought
like
about
that.
No, she was shook. It just really fucked with her. Like,
the least out of everybody, though.
There's 3 scenes. Like, there was a scene where they say, like, we swallow it up, bottle it, and we leave it here, right?
Yeah.
So, like,
you push it down.
You push it down.
You push
and
it
that's
down.
when she's an alcoholic. Like, you see scenes where she's throwing the bathtub, drunk out of her mind.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm talking about? One of my favorite characters, which is, what's his name? The Red Captain America?
Red Guardian.
The Red Guardian. Like, if you notice his character is a happy-go-lucky, you know, everything's going to be fine, you know, push through, you know, like, hey, I'm going to fight Captain America one day, which I hope they do it, you know, eventually. But if you notice, like, if we're talking about trauma, then he is no different. It's just other people's way of how they act on it, you know, like he reminds you a lot of like my parents are, you know, immigrants, so like a lot of the immigrant people handle it that way. It was like, no, you know, back home is worse. What are you talking about? You know, they're starving over there. I mean, America, I got Netflix, you know, what do I care, you know? But it shows that at the end of the day, he's probably an alcoholic. We don't know. Always working. He never sleeps. You know, so he doesn't want to go because he doesn't want to face it. Because if he sleeps, he'll probably face his training regimen must have been brutal. You know, who knows what he went through?
Russia?
In Russia, in Siberia.
Yeah, you gotta do the accent.
I couldn't do it all of it.
And he's telling you, I never sleep. The only ones that probably got it was probably Bucky, but Bucky himself is like trying to do his wrongs for running for senator. He feels like he's gotta change the world because
Bucky was getting electric brain shock still, though, bro. Like he was still getting his own.
Yeah, like they all have a sense of trauma. You know,
And we didn't need to see much of Bucky's character development because we have already seen it.
Yeah, we have seen a lot of his character
development. Seen his character development already, so I think that's why he played a little bit of a background role in the movie.
Yeah, but Yelena wasn't a bad character. Again, I didn't see that coming. I didn't know that Florence. You know, her name isn't Florence Pugh. It's Florence Pugh.
It's Pugh.
Yeah. Pugh. Yeah, like, but I didn't think Florence Pugh was going to be the main character.
Florence Pugh.
And the fact that she was though, and she did a good job at it.
Yeah, I think it worked. And I mean, that's the best cure from depression and mental health. 5'4", blonde, telling you that you're not alone,
bruh. Not even 5'4". She's like 4'9".
Yeah, man.
But that would solve my mental health.
Absolutely. Okay, real quick. We haven't talked about Bob. We ain't talked about Bob enough in the sense of comic book accurate, like design, fight, all of it.
The suit and whenever he got control of his powers, it worked. Peak. Like that scene at top of Avengers Tower.
Yeah, the new Avengers Tower.
Avengers Tower.
Yeah.
That scene when the whole team takes him on. It was the best action in the film. Yeah.
Dog, I wish we would have got 20, 30 minutes of that instead of 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we really got to tease on what his capabilities as a Sentry are, man. Like stop time, well, not stop time, but stop bullet projectiles.
Something that you said. Well, I'm going to bring up 2 things. One, I think it's interesting that Yelena is also going to be like his Black Widow to the Hulk.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? She's going to be like, sun's getting real low, big guy. You know what I'm saying? She's going to be that. And it only makes sense because she was the calm to the most powerful being. It's only going to make sense that the next most powerful being is going to be her sister to calm him down as well. Now, what I think is that you'll never see him, though. He will never use his power in any way, shape, or form.
To the very last movie.
Until he's going to be the MacGuffin. The fucking MacGuffin, the get out of jail free card. Whenever you painted yourself into the corner, they're going to pull him out. And then
he's going to fly in and boom.
Because he's so OP.
Yeah, or also, I don't think they're going to use him again. I think it's going to be like he lost his powers. He has no access to them.
No, I can see that because they did it for the Avengers movie, the one with the second one, Endgame. Was the second one Endgame?
Yeah.
Where the ship was like about to start, and then suddenly.
And then fucking Captain Marvel
cuts the ship in half. You know?
And you know what? Would you be mad if fucking
it makes sense?
Doctor Doom has the Infinity Gauntlet. He's about to one-shot fucking Captain America in the face.
Ding! Holds it, breaks it. They collide punches, breaks the gauntlets.
Look, he's like, you're no god. Bro, that'd be a
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah.
That'd be a bar.
I can see that. Like, he punches with the gauntlet, they collapse. He's powerless now, but we held the punch.
Yeah.
And then Dr. Doom is like now equal to everybody. Now the fight begins.
See,
and-
look, right, that's
Yeah.
it. That's the
He
shit that's
writes
gonna
himself.
happen.
It writes himself.
And then, look, that's for part 2.
Yeah.
Secret Wars.
Bro, dude, and I can see like Miles Morales. Maybe they're purposely pushing them back because maybe the secret ending of Doom War. I'm gonna get ahead of myself. It's probably Miles Morales in live action.
Bro, well,
What?
all right. No, I will say the secret ending was dope. It leads into Fantastic Four, but now we already know the ending of Fantastic Four.
Yeah, supposedly it was directed by the Russo brothers.
It was, which I think is
The
amazing.
secret ending?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the last, like the 3-minute ending.
They're already working on the Avengers movie.
Yeah,
So the secret ending when they see the Fantastic Four ship coming through space was directed by the Russo brothers.
yeah, and I like that chemistry. Like the way that they were already acting at the end was different in comparison to where they were acting in the
that's
movie.
true.
It's because they had those directors behind them,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be good. Like their chemistry, bro, is gonna work so
Yeah,
fucking
you're
well.
right,
dog. It's
you're
gonna
right.
work so good.
And I
Yeah.
think that whole idea of like another Civil War, new Avengers versus Avengers, that's gonna be cool.
That's gonna be awesome. I mean, again, even the name change, the new Avengers.
Yeah.
You know, Marvel's reveal when they swept that off all the poster boards. In other words, if you haven't seen this movie yet, fuck you.
Yeah.
Red Guardian came in with the new Avengers with a C, and he had
With
the
the
tracksuit.
Z,
The
yeah.
tracksuit with all the sponsors, Wheaties.
That's tight.
New Avengers with this, there's no trademark. Yeah, I sound French.
no
I can't do it.
trademark.
Yeah, I can't do it. But no, that scene, the Fantastic Four, obviously is teased in there for it. But again, it already spoils the ending of what the Fantastic Four film is going to be.
Well,
Well, I mean, 'cause
I can see. I see what you're saying.
I think that the Fantastic Four movie spoils itself.
Yeah,
Because we know that they're going to come to the main universe.
it makes you think of like Captain America. Like Captain America, remember when the first one came out? It's like it takes place in fucking World War One,
Yeah.
World War Two
So
era.
you know he's going to be frozen.
Yeah, and the question is, how does he make it over here? Oh, well, he gets frozen. Same shit. It's just like, I wonder how they're gonna make it. Oh, just fucking jump reality. It's like, oh, they've already done that.
Multiverse traveling.
We've
Yeah.
seen that already at this point because it's been introduced so many times. And like from Doctor Strange, it's not a big concept for us anymore.
Oh yeah, I can see them tying the movie where like there's only an anomaly in another universe. Like there's nothing that can stop Galactus from. He's like in the Doomsday. Like it's over.
If you look in the trailer,
So I can imagine that like they come to our reality because the only thing that could have stopped it that they don't have in their reality is the Sentry,
as an example,
and the Sentry in theory could have stopped Galactus.
yeah, and then he is like
Oh.
a cosmic level being at that
Yeah.
point.
So we'll see. We'll see when the Fantastic Four movie comes out.
Yeah.
I know I'm more excited about Fantastic. I was more excited about Fantastic Four than Thunderbolts.
Bro,
But I still saw Thunderbolts opening weekend.
I'm excited for fucking the Doomsday, bro. They already started filming. You already seen
Yeah.
Shang-Chi's on set. M'Baku's on
Spoilers.
set.
Oh, Channing Tatum is on set.
Channing Tatum's on
Like, is
set.
he playing Gambit?
He's playing. He has to,
Right?
Yeah, it's
I
a
wonder
picture.
what
It's
this
on
about.
social. Marvel put it out, bro.
It's
Oh,
all over
they
the
did
place.
it?
Marvel put it out.
Yeah,
It's not
Marvel
like
put it out.
they were all together. They already said that like they watched the screening of Thunderbolts together, and it's the whole squad. Like, RDJ is there. Paul Rudd is there. Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, the Fantastic Four. Are
Yeah,
there.
the squad is there, bro. They coming in hot,
I
fam.
think Doomsday is gonna work.
It's gonna be.
And I think that's what this is. This is like Marvel saying, "Hey, we're getting back to form. We're gonna try to fix this shit. Get together."
Because they can reset everything here. Whatever they fucked up is like Secret War is basically where they can reset. You know, which is the next big film that they're gonna do after that.
This is crazy.
Yeah, bro. Like they can do whatever. Doomsday is gonna be like their next big Avengers film, yes. But as far as like a reset, Secret Wars. That's where they can reset anything
Yeah.
that they wanted to. Like
Because I've been missing another Shang-Chi
what
part
was
2.
that series called? Wasn't the series called?
it was so there's Secret Wars 2, which happens in modern day.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like the way that series just like was such a throwaway plot line.
Well, the original concept was heroes and villains are put on a planet together. They give the villains a year in advance to do whatever they want with their civilization, with their area and their time. And different villains do different things. So it's like Doc Ock does one thing, Doctor Doom does another thing, and then another villain does another thing. Each one of them rules differently. One's like with an iron fist. One of them doesn't have like fucking any control at all. One just wants to be a regular nigga. And one is a tyrant or some shit like that. But ultimately, it's to see what really will win, good versus evil. And that's when you have those impossible things that happen. Spider-Man gets a new suit. He gets the black Venom suit without realizing that it's Venom yet. The Hulk, yes, you get that iconic one where he's
You
holding
think
that
that's what
mountain.
they're going to do in Doomsday? Like,
Yeah.
you think we're going to bring Black Suit Spider-Man?
Oh, that's if they were going to do
that
it.
in Doomsday.
Because I haven't seen Tom Holland be
It's
mentioned
gonna
at
be
all.
the Battle World plot line.
That's what I'm saying. If
It's
they
supposed
do
to
it,
take place in Battle World.
if they do it, that's the one time that they can like pull out some crazy shit.
Yeah.
And they can bring people from different universes over as well. You know,
Damn.
like Gambit as an example, and you
Deadpool.
know, whoever.
That'd be tough to bring Deadpool though.
Deadpool's gonna be the hardest, but
Ryan Reynolds is expensive, man.
Marvel owns him, bro. At this point, his career is just hanging on by a thread because the whole Blake Lively shit at this point, as far as working.
That's crazy, man. He was to the top of the
They
world.
could probably offer him less money now.
Absolutely, he's gonna have to take it. He's gonna try to bitch and moan about it, but at the end of the day, dog, have you even seen those likes on social media? The likes aren't even what they were, bro. The views aren't even what they were, bro.
Damn.
He was getting like 1 million likes per post after Deadpool 3, dog. Now, 250,000 likes.
He lost some name.
He lost, yeah, bro.
That really hurt him.
Yeah, it really hurt him, and all because of his wife. Not even him, bro. Not even him. He just got caught up in the bullshit.
Well, he got involved in that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like he should have. Anyway,
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Moving on.
we feel like that's a whole
not what
nother.
the
If y'all want to hear
episode's
more about that shit, let us know. We'll tell you guys all about
one
it.
take on the Thunderbolts movie that I had was this whole marketing thing. Like they changed the name.
Yeah.
The asterisk was
On purpose.
was meant to be. It's like, hey, this is not the real name. The real name is the New Avengers. That's the real name of the movie. I think it's a cool marketing scheme, but at the same time, it's a marketing ploy that came up with the idea. It's like, we don't really believe in this movie, so let's like try to come up with some marketing ploy to like try to really push it.
Yeah.
Not only that, because they spoiled it. Like came out Thursday, by Sunday they had already like
Started doing that, changing the name of the posters. Yeah.
Yeah.
so it was like, this is kind of like spoilery. Like you didn't expect that many people to watch the movie, so you came in with a marketing ploy to push the movie after the fact.
I'll be honest. I think they would have held off on it if it broke 100 million domestically, but I think it only broke like 78, and they're like, "All right, go ahead, give the reveal."
Rip that band.
Yeah, because they had it like you said. I think it was in the back pocket of just in case it doesn't work. Everybody's gonna want to see a new Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Though. So you know.
So I don't know. I think that's my take on that.
That's not an outrageous statement.
And the movie ended up making 78, which is above projections.
Yeah.
It's like more than they thought it was gonna make.
Correct, but
Because which one was the one before this?
Snow White. No, I'm joking.
Captain America.
Captain America.
Brave
Yeah.
New World. How much did that one make?
Not enough. I'm joking. I have no idea. Unfortunately.
Well, they expected it not to perform as good as that one.
Yeah, and it did. It did.
Yeah.
But granted, it took a whole squad, and you know that one took Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's the same thing. You put all the talent together. No, I'm joking.
In conclusion.
Conclusion.
What do you guys give the movie?
Hard 7. Solid 7. Wait for it on Disney Plus.
I'm in the same place. I'm in the same boat exactly. I give it a hard 7. The sequences that the movie is like, you can tell, especially when Bucky showed up. That one scene when he shows up with the cannon,
Yeah.
and saves everybody. That's literally episode 4 of this 8-part series. You know,
I would have watched it to
yeah,
that
that's
point.
what I'm saying. It's like you can tell this thing was built that here. If it didn't work out, we can release it in series. You know,
True.
But right then and there,
If that would have, that's how the episode ended. Was
Yeah.
and then the trailer
pretty
hits.
much
I'd
what
have been like,
I've done.
Yeah,
The
I'd have
star
been down.
cast is great, but they're not. They're like A-level celebrities
B,
because there's
C.
A+ level, so and then there's A. You know, it's mixed in there. You know, there's
There's still
A.
some known celebrities.
Florence
Yeah.
Pugh is A right now because she's
Yeah. So is
everywhere.
the
She's
Red
at
Guardian.
least plus.
I
Yeah.
give it Red Guardian.
I
you know?
definitely went back and watched Oppenheimer over again.
Absolutely, because her scene of the pot, pivotal. You know what I'm saying? Pivotal.
It makes sense.
Don't believe me.
Winter
Go-
Soldier, I feel like he elevated to A status.
Cillian Murphy said it himself.
Yeah.
It's pivotal to the plot.
Has to make. The only reason I wanted to watch it. You know.
Absolutely, bro.
So yeah, I give it a hard 7. There were so many moments like the Sentry fight, the tease of the fight, I guess. The main is the Void. Obviously, they couldn't defeat the Void, so they had to get into his head and be like, "I get by with a little help from my friends. I get by with a little help from my friends." Like
What
the Beatles.
I thought it was cool that Bucky was able to kind of beat them all.
Yeah.
You know, he was able to capture the whole Thunderbolts team.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
the Sentry. But he's able to capture all the other ones.
He's the GOAT.
He did exactly what Bucky actually ended up doing. So remember whenever he originally saw, he's like, "Tie yourselves up."
Oh, yeah.
And then when you see the next time, they're all tied up. And I was
Yeah.
like, "Damn, that was hilarious." But no, I like what I did enjoy about this film was the fact that it did have more family themed around it. You know what I'm saying? Like the family friend concept. We've seen a bunch of Avenger films, and they're all good friends, but I haven't seen like the team building camaraderie like the way I did in this film, where everybody's overcoming trauma together. And like
True.
even when the Scarlet Witch hit everybody with their own traumatic shit, nobody worked through it together. Like they all were like, "Oh God, it was awful. I saw visions."
They
And
all split up and
Yeah.
go try to fix it on their own.
On their
way.
own, but nobody-
Thor goes on a freaking vision.
yeah, he's like,
quest.
"Fuck this,
He
screw
goes-
you guys, I'm going home." Yeah,
he
like
goes on a vision quest and he's like, he's coming.
yeah, and that's it. Like Thor or Hulk, you know, has his own panic attack and does his own thing. But anyway, So yeah, like I said, this was a real family aspect of the film, and I enjoyed it. It was good in that, so that's why I'm gonna give it. I'm not gonna shit on it. It's not a bad movie, but a hard 7 because, like I said, it could have been. I could have waited till Netflix to watch it or Disney Plus.
I'm not
It's
gonna
not
shit on it
Captain
after
Marvel.
30 minutes of shitting on it. I'm not gonna shit on this movie anymore.
But family.
I also give it a hard 7. I'm in line. We're all in line in this one. Hard 7. Wait for it on Disney Plus if you haven't watched it. Or, go watch it if you got like one of those unlimited memberships.
If you got the movie passes, if you got Regals, ladies and gentlemen,
Regal Unlimited,
after 2 visits, it pays for itself.
Don't forget to use code
WBM 6969 to get that error code now.
Yes, sir. I love that. Suki, do you have any takes in the movie?
Oh, shit. Damn, there goes our time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been the WBM Podcast. This is one of your hosts. It's your boy, Merc. Make sure you guys are following us on all of our social medias at WBM_podcast. Social medias of TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all that jazz.
And speaking about YouTube, you can find that podcast there, Apple Music, Stitcher, Amazon Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all that jazz.
And there's your boy Oski in the mix. As always, check out the website, WBMpodcast.com. You'll find a full library for episodes, over 100 of them. Plus, and on the bottom of the description of every episode, you'll find 2 links. One is to support the show. If you like what we do, please support us. Another one is to send us a text message.
Big shout out to
Luca,
my man. Thank you so much for sending us love, guys. We appreciate you. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Yeah, baby.